Hold on, wait. It's here somewhere. There it is. There we go. Sorry, I had to check something on the other end. Hi. Hi, it's me. Hi, Gummy. Thanks for dropping by. Hello. Yeah, that'd probably help if I pulled up the actual game on my screen. Hi! We're gonna be solving crimes and doing law. It's gonna be great. Welcome to the Ace Attorney stream. Definitely something I've hinted at and not something I just so happen to say would be funny to do. Nope, not me. But I feel like a lower energy stream, though, where as low as Ace Attorney can get, I guess, where it would be good for a Tuesday, you know? I had a fucking dream last night that I woke up like half an hour past when stream was supposed to happen. I freaked out. So, truly, I think that means that I'm becoming a full streamer at that point, right? The misstream dream is like how you know you're in it, yeah? Hello, hello. Not the stream night. It wasn't really a nightmare. It's just me waking up at like 12:45, like, oh shit. I think a nightmare would be more so something fucking awful happens on stream that I can't do anything about. And that hasn't been an issue yet. At least anything that's not on brand for my scuff. Yes. Oh boy. A bit of a mess sometimes. But that adds to it, I feel, you know? It adds to the charm, you know. It'll be a grand time. Yes, hello, hello. We're gonna be solving crime as a lawyer. We're gonna be showing off our badge. It's gonna be a great time. The furthest I've played a little bit of the first game. I only finished episode 2 and a bit into 3. Because 3 is a lot of back and forth and back and forth and forward and back. And forward and back. But that's okay. Because this game is pretty charming. And I think we can do it. I don't know how long I'm going to go with this stream. Not super long, of course. But like initially my thought was trying to get it all done and out, or get like do each stream like as an episode. But these things fucking go on for a bit. So it's gonna depend on that specifically. So either we hit the 2.5 hour mark, I'm really locked in and we go past it, or we finish the chapter beforehand. Who knows? I don't. But I think it'll be a fun time. I got my water prepared already, so I'm not even afraid no more. Though, my reading comp skills, you know, are still, That's fine. What's, nothing wrong with a little bit of dyslexia, you know? It just adds to it. Sometimes I say words that aren't there. Sometimes I miss words that are there. It's a great time. I think it just adds. It's my general vibe, I feel. But it'll be fun. I enjoy these games. I enjoy the characters. And every name has a pun. Did you know that? Every name. 100% of the time. Like, Phoenix Wright. That's a pun for, feeling right. Yeah. This is totally real, and I'm not lying. Because why would a streamer ever lie? It's true. It's true. Alright. Somehow, some way. Oh, you don't see. Well, that's fine if you don't see my cursor. I don't think it's gonna change too much. But I can see my cursor, which is usually not how the ends go for the most part for these kind of games for some reason. So, that's a nice change of pace. Without further ado, I guess we should get into it, yeah? New game. We're gonna be playing the first one, but we have 3 other games to go through. But the first one is the one we do. I don't remember how many trials are in the first one. But I'm sure it won't be that much, right? Oh, I was trying to look through my OBS settings and it decided to scroll. Fun. Alright, yeah, Ace Attorney. That's the one. Yippee! First tournament. Yeah. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got shit. Someone like him. Let's see what this game was like, so looking forward to it. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. Though it gets a bit lengthy at times. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's over! Oh wait, no. I know who this is. I have a better voice. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Despair! Oh, I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! That sounds like he wants to die. Nick! Hey there, Larry! Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong with you? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished! I can't live in a world without her, I can't! Take her away from me, Nick, get this! Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! It took my baby away! The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Sorry, his name dawned on me, and it's very, very humorous. Not only Butts, it's Larry Butts. Yeah, you can connect it. You can connect the full name. I'm sure you can do it. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying: when someone smells, it's usually the butts. When something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. The court is in session for the trial of Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test, to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. It's localization check. Seems fairly normal in Japanese. Yeah, I don't know if it's the case, but I think most of the puns are localization-wise. I think so. I don't know if the JP names for everybody is as punny as this. But, like, I'm, like, 90% sure most of the names of, like, your defendants and, prosecution is still a bit of pun in the Japanese, but not a butt joke. It's just, well, I guess they just don't know highbrow humor. I know. Anyway. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright! Duh. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know that one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm trying to total blank here. Phoenix. You absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot! Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. Just press tab. Check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in the court case, in this case? 1 second. My attorney badge. That shows I'm an attorney. I worked really hard to get it. Cindy's autopsy. Yippee! Well, now I know. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was with a blunt object, I think, right? Yeah, blunt trauma. Lots of blood due to blunt trauma. She with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Taking the wrong option seems fun. It's gonna be a lot of yapping and backtracking. I don't want to get the ending. Though I'm sure I'll get a lot of I'll pick a lot of wrong options later down the line when cases get more convoluted. Right, you've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I feel relaxed, that's for sure. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker.
Get Gumshoe in here. Gumshoe's working on it. He's walking.
It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts the court accepts it into evidence. The statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Okay. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call in its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butch to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you in your help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey! Watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She was just taking my... She wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's he to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30. On 7:30. The day before the murder. Passport headed to the court. Indeed, she appears to have returned to the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took her money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Don't go yapping! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oh! Oh! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! God damn it, Larry! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in hell, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I feel like he's gonna yap no matter what. Just say what happened, buddy. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order.
Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. He wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank
Swat? Fuck, to the stand.
Mr. Swat, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Swat, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony. I was doing door-to-door sales subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he would be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Then I saw her there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting over there. Right over there. Larry, you didn't tell the truth. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Phone's supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Swat, sure, used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Electricity in Miss Dunn's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to... I read that as a lie. You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Klein is innocent, right? The witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find a contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out contradictions in the testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. That's not the worst. It's fine. Right. Time of death was 1:40. Hey, wait a minute! Wait 1 damn second. I think it's strange. I looked inside the apartment, and when I saw her laying there, a woman was not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. With the phone in the apartment wasn't working. Went to the nearby parking. I found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1. Nice try, dumbass. It was 4 when she died. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. What time exactly is 1 a.m.? Present. I want to present this. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. This statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. God damn it. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Swat? Why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Find out contradictions. It's always big at more lies. See through one, and there's a whole story. Their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, well, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television, but there was a blackout. Fucking fivehead. Oh, but it was the 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you have made cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice, probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was this. Blackout, baby. Hold it right there! Prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Swahid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Swahid? The girl would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
And you seem rather distraught.
Of that, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Swahid. Swahid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
This fucking idiot. It was a statue.
Actually, you're right, I saw it.
There's a table clock in the apartment. It wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon used to, statue.
Wait just a moment.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Swahid.
Yeah, hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock.
The neck is a switch. Just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony? Yeah, how the fuck would he know? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this testimony. Witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. Witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and The shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swiat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the gun? Did you kill her?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should have burned! He should burn! Give him death!
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. I better think through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Swiat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply batteries. All you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly do you mean, Wright? That the clock was working fine? Yes, and... I'm sorry. I think I confused back there with all those testimonies. Mr. Wright, I expect more from a lawyer in this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Should I think you do? Oh no, my lawyer points! Should I think through more carefully? Yes, Your Honor. As I was saying, who is writing on this? Carefully. Your Honor. Is that, I guess try sounding the clock, yeah? Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Here in this court. Your Honor, may I have this clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep! I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what the time is now? What time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Swiat heard and the actual time of the death.
So, Mr. Swiat.
So, Mr. Swiat, you're gonna talk your way out of this one.
You forget one thing.
No. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, then you don't have a case.
He's right. Am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I'm so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I can't let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, that ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Swiat. Saw it. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. That took me way too long.
I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal, You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Saw-It. Mia! I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. You can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Assume you ask, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Oh, right? Can you think of a reason why the clock was behind, why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah, she was in France. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Oh, gosh. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running 3 hours slow. Her passport.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. There. 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim didn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment is wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Son? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
This fucking game.
Order, I say.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out Frank Sod was a common burglar. He poses as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people are out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby 2.
I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Just it's a fucking tick at this point.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial, and it's just satisfying. No,
I've never seen the chief looking this happy. To see this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong with you now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yeah, you. You can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. There it is. There it is, guys. Everybody point to the screen and say, get it? Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yeah, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? Fucking hell. I think she's thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Seke. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves that she felt, how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? My attorney badge. Statue, she kept it. No. Badge! Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive. You weren't just the chump there. Huh? What about the clock? What about that clock? There you go. This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Then, weight restrictions on suitcases are a fucking joke. Sorry. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know our clients are guilty or if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Let's go! And so my first trial came to a close. Well, he slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. Or Maya. Oopsie.
I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I couldn't be able to keep.
The end. We did it, guys! Yippee!
Say progress up to this point. You're... ignore that. Haha. What? That's crazy. What? What the heck? That's weird. What the heck? That's crazy.
Beep.
Hello? This is Maya. This is Maya.
Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while.
Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been?
Well, lonely. It's all your fault.
Nah, I'm just teasing.
I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha, so what is it this time?
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like a statue of the thinker. And it lets you... and it tells you the time.
Holy shit, I cannot read.
I thought you might like it. You always like toys.
Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah! I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh?
It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is the evidence is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. You can come by my office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I'd really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal.
Okay, sis.
See you soon.
Yep. I'll be waiting for you, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those newspapers. How could you... Oh! You're not, cogniferous of my background? Sure. Gathering information, is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho! My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. I'm afraid I must ask of you for one more thing. Your total silence. Very well, Miss Faye. Well, that's not good. Red, white, blue. Let's see. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? What? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Let's examine! I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia's... The chief's okay. Move. Office. That smell. Blood. Whee! Sis.
Somebody's there. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? That strange girl dropped out cold, left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that it became the murder weapon again. Yeah, Phoenix, how ironic. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there's any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her what must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. Some glass shards in the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass. Oh my god. Must be pieces of the glass light stand laying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else seems to... Huh? Yeah? Seems to be a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Maya's hands. Maya's hand. What could it be? Or Mia. Fuck. Fuck! A word written in blood on a scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. So there's glass scattered on the floor. It seems to be their main light stand. Yeah. Anything else? Sure. The chief's chair. A simple functional design. Was pretty good to sit in too. Okay, Phoenix, not what I was looking for. Damn, this chair is high quality. It's a large building across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on the sofa. Oh no. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. I don't know where that came from. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought they'd be used for evidence outside of a court case. Examine. The sofa! This sofa is for clients, it's leather. A real luxury model. Like the chair. Reception desk. I usually sit here. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. A small writing desk cleared with office supplies. Door to the chief's office. It's slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. Where's it? By sheet. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Yeah, I fucking know! Why? Why would you write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and Sis... She's already dead. She was already dead. His present. Here you go, a final memento. Yippee! So you're the Chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. You were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted to keep some evidence. She wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Oh. The phone's over there. Check it. Banco ledger book. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the Chief is never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up the ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the Chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. No clues here. There we go. Right! I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come... please come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh. Here we go. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. The phone receiver's missing a few screws. Better not use it. Move. Stay and come. The police? Sounds like they're coming this way. Police! Police! It's him! It's the guy! Alright. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murderer. Must have been the woman I saw. Late for Dragon Stream. It's fine, we just finished one case. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. My, wait, she wouldn't have... Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here knowing her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed and coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Thank you, Gumshoe. Always a treat. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for the visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center visitors room. Oh, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? But no! I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today my junior partner's first time in court. Whoa, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go for if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Okay. The murder makes her cuter. Sorry to say, boss. She didn't do it. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But, at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. I think of a person who did this to Maya. I know. Examine. The police officer. This guard monitors the visitor's office. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Camera. Smile for the camera. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. The acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange. Really, I'm a spirit medium. In training. That spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. He's playing you for a fool, dragon. Not to be that guy, but we did see who the murderer was beforehand. Sorry to say. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. The clock shaped like the thinker. One Larry made. Could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on a cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Sick. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on the cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. So you're an acolyte, or medium, in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So, Maya was into that stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait! What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, and with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Maya's spirit then? She got shadow play on. You can just ask who killed her. I'm so sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I could call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go and ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry about it. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? He told me that if they don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? You're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Let's go. Grossberg Law Office. Grossberg Law Office. September 6, Grossberg Law Office. This is, according to the receptionist, the big boss is out. He couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Time to snoop. The pain has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The yellow painting is so thick it's practically giving me the stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that's a lighter made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone's got money. Who's got money to burn. This solid mahogany desk. Wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelf filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they're here to. They don't look like they've ever been read. I think that's all I can snoop about. Let's to the office. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're the Butch guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the names wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butch guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right! At your service. Hang on! That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, got the name. Get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ooh. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm his lawyer. Mia's favorite potted plant. Remember, it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordelia Stricta, pal. Who was that? The sky's blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this is the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I have to check it out one of these days. Man, a movie that makes you cry? I hope it was good and not Hunger Games? By his desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing missing is my, There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that I have probably read all of those. About Miss Faye. Do you have an autopsy? Huh? Want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Can't even have to pull his arm. Time of death. September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prospect Edgeworth on the prosecution. He's a bit of a guy. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor, did I say prospector? What the fuck is wrong with me? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound the omen. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost the case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Memo? I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal! Tricky lawyer! Oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Okay. I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, well, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? That action hero on TV? Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Yeah, you see, that strap is a collector's item. See, she was worried it might be lost when I went to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Huh? Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness. Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? So she sent you... So you sent her home already, huh? Then? You're trying to literally trick on me now. She's not to go outside from her room till the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. He's a bit of a fucking goofball, guys. TBH.
Watergate Hotel. September 6th, Watergate Hotel. Room 303.
Well, hello there, handsome.
I can't do that voice. Hi! Smooth, right? Real smooth. Let's see what I can do.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
I'm a dissolve. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. This is all so exciting. I can barely contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look at the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. That's you, bud. Screwdriver. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, you know. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. No clues here. That late summer sunlight streams through the window. That's Faye & Co. office. A law office building, of course. You can see the inside of a room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. I still seen painting. Wait, should that be still alive? Whatever. One of these is hanging on the wall. Flowers are fake, as expected. And sunflowers and tulips. But that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Witness. Do you think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies.
I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her.
You know, the thing that happened that day. The bad thing? What did you say when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about that, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy.
Could you just...
I stepped away for a bit. Who is she? I love her. She's the person who called the police on us.
Could you, who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
I hope not.
No, hey! I'm just doing my job here! You know you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much.
Right.
Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Wow. No! You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. She looks like the type to say it, but I hope she doesn't. I see. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what an amazing powers of observation. Must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
No, not me. I'm, just the lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why are you gonna look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy.
Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer?
Sorry. I haven't seen him yet.
I see.
I'm gonna go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about.
me if you'd be back yet. Right. It's the call! Oh, God. What's up? Come a while. Actually, again, this time. The clock statue. Talking, name. Take the clockwork out. Paper inside. Papers. Yeah. Surely he's there now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of a throat I've ever heard. So you're the one that they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg. Did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Huh? What's with that strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, good end of discussion. What's going on? You just used me before I even got a chance to ask. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. Don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer with their son will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I can't say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Maya Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in a blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. You've noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Detention center. September 6th. 3:42 p.m. Detention center visitors room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? I'll see. Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy, and he was all skin and bone. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. Sorry, I know it must be hard on you. No, it's okay. I've been doing this last few hours of talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. The morning I got to call from my sister. She wanted me to hold a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. The thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear for now. About your family. I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she still could be alive. The women in our family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, my family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer. She left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I'd lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So, was that man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It had quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, that's what happened. The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consulting with a medium had all but carried out in secret, of course. It was all but carried out in secret, of course, but the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was her name. My sister told me. White. It's a little longer before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we defend her. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Right, well... Nope. No one is as sad as a person without many friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a player in the first place? Because someone who has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Maybe she's not there anymore. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. Just come up to just can't. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using her facilities. If you no need of anything, I'll take my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! It doesn't seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around. I almost forgot. You came back quick. I might ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Wait. That was his name, my sister told me. White. Was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Oh my god. Could it be coincidence?
Screwdriver.
There's a screwdriver sticking out of a half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? Huh. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. I stole it! It's mine now. This isn't illegal. There's definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence at tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Miss May's sake. Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, but... No, Bellboy's still there.
Mods! Get rid of this man. Guess I could do. Hold on. Where? I think I can. I'll do. Where? Not giving me the option. That's whatever. Thank you.
I believe. Thank you. Nice Phoenix, right? Getting the most mods. It's crazy. Or bots, not mods. And mods are great. No, time to stram. I look forward to hanging with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Okay, dude. He's a bit of a dweeb, methinks. To be continued. Criminals are drawn to the crime game. So it seems. Would you like to save your progress with this, White? Yeah. Fan. I will be right back.
Hi, I'm back. I went to use the restroom and then get some food. And by some food, I mean just a slice of a cold quesadilla from a couple days ago. I had to fuel up, you know? I've been yapping up a storm and whatnot. Like Saturday. It was in the refrigerator. They're homemade too. Do you not eat leftovers? Why do you sound so confused? You know, there's this new technology called a refrigerator that helps preserve food for long periods of time. And even short periods of time, like a couple days even. You should really look into those. They're pretty cool. Absolutely refrigeratorless behavior. Yeah, that's true. But it's a quesadilla, so I'm not too worried. And it has no mold on it, so I think we're fine. Okay. That's the real decider. Truly, if it doesn't smell funky and there's no mold, that's stopping you from eating it, right? A country and milk too. I mean, yeah, it's not even like chewy cheese. No, wait, hold on. You can't go on record about cheese quality when you've described pizza as chewy cheese, which is kind of strange and unruly, I think. And they're just fine a couple days after. They don't have to be crunchy. And if they wanted to, I could just throw it in a pan, really, and just heat it up. But I'm a low maintenance individual. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm putting you on blast on Maine for what you said to me before. It's kind of crazy that you described cheese as chewy for a pizza. It's cheese? Most foods are chewy, even in some capacity. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. How's Edgeworth? Better not show any signs of weakness today. He'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this crime. And we have witnesses who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If I may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. I know, right? It's like actually a cognito hazard when I heard it. Like it's stuck in my head. I don't think it's gonna be out of my mind ever. I think as long as I as I know you, it's gonna be there. It's just gonna be stuck in my brain. Congratulations. You've successfully given me brain rot. It's really a feat, I feel. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Whoa, it's chewy. It's not. It's cheese. I would describe steak as chewy. Sometimes. I would not describe cheese in that same capacity. You're just eating cheese. Eating pizza cold. Devastating. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Okay, the body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. I rarely eat things quickly, so it tends to get cold, yes. It's just describing cheese on pizza specifically as chewy is such a strange thing. You know? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Floor plans. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I have hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the police car came, I rushed to the scene. Okay. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account. Describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination? Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey! Man, just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in her witness testimony. She would bluff and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Right, lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give it a try. Well, something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. We were there when she made the phone call. 1, 2... You know, she couldn't have seen Maya from her window. 3, Maya wasn't there at the exact moment of the murder! What a fool. I can see so many contradictions. I deserve this attorney badge, TBH. Well, never mind. I guess she was there at the time of the murder, according to this. But I still deserve the attorney badge. Let's see. First trauma, death is instantaneous. Two people there already. Miss Maya Fey and the lawyer Phoenix Wright. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. What? Your witness describing it.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah?
If I heard that correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what was this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May is suspicious. Miss May is suspicious. She sure isn't Pink, pal. And she sure isn't Pink, pal. Is Gumshoe colorblind? Oh, well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Oh, yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Well, very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that it was the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Oh, I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. Let's see. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene with my own eyes. In the middle, next to the victim's body. On it, clearly in blood. The results showed the blood of the victims. So there's blood found on the victim's finger. After she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. This one?
On which hand was the blood written, Detective? Was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Nice try.
I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. She died too with the killer's name. Word Myron, clearly in blood. I don't know, piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found the next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Oh, and who did write it, Smarty Pants?
Who?
I did. Me.
The killer. Anyone can see that.
Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please.
She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those with that evidence shouldn't open their mouth, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found.
How do you know it was Maya and not why I upside down? What do we got? His autopsy. Singable voice. Right up and looks like the statue. It is actually a clock. But nice hotel room. Sort of see if there's any blood on the back. Weapons. I don't know if there's really anything to cross-examine here. I'm gonna be real. That was written clearly in blood. That was just showed that it was the victim's. Also, there's blood found on the victim's finger. Where she died, the victim, right? Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's names? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right! That's what he said! That's his whole testimony. Okay. There's to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After secure. This was what they examined the scene with my own eyes. Did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. A number and a piece of paper, and the victim's blood. Next to the victim's body. I think I already did that one, yeah? On the words Maya was written on it, clearly in blood. Let's see. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal! Uh-oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results will it was the victim's blood. Guys, I don't think you really have anything to go off of. I'll just press him on everything. It's not like it. What kind of tests were these things? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, like the hemoglow, goblins, hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that's quite clear. Damn. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right! Where was I? Yeah, that's right hand. Where she died there with the victim's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction somewhere. I don't know, maybe when he says paper instead of receipt on a piece of paper? Sure, we'll try it. Why not? This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. Okay, that wasn't the one. How exactly are the evidence and statement just not related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please. Think of the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me a point with the judge. And the memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Words Maya. After see.
Why? Oh wait, I'm fucking stupid. Holy shit. The death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, or Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. What? No butting here. Your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When? The day after? Hold on. I think the day after, right? It was the day after the murder. Like, the prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a blunt object. But there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. What a very specific fucking report, Edgeworth. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you had something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham! I'm a sham! Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to make a request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks of the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. I'm sorry. This game rocks. Yeah, it's fun. The getting evidence parts, I think, is probably the only part that I'm like, eh. I think the third trial is also a bit of a meh, because there's some points where I'm like, oh, we know, guys, we know. But we're not, like, able to really jump to it until we get the exact piece of evidence we need. But it's fine. Died from blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after getting hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose the obvious conclusion. That's the obvious conclusion. Yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. But the witness, Miss April Ray, oh my god, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Order! Introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton weaking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
It's not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel was directly across from the Fay & Co. law office?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Witness account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But the girl caught up to her and hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy bit. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
The witness's testimony just now was quite firm. And you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination.
If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night when I looked out the window.
We shouldn't have slumped if she lived immediately, yeah? Oh, no. Murder weapon.
Let's see. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
But attacking her was a mouse girl sitting in the defense chair.
The girl dodged to one side and ran away.
She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony.
Well, the girl caught up to her and she hit her.
I trust her with my life. I don't know if that's a good idea. How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, First of all, she had the girl's physique. She had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. I question your testimony.
Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing.
Did you really see the defendant at all?
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fay, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Okay, dude. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Dude, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. Yes. Nice, yes, her. Yes, she was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? I'm not saying that one. Nice try. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. In his testimony. I did see everything, I did! The victim woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Then she hit her with the weapon, I saw it, I did! That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. I see. I only wish you had soon, oh my god. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. How do you know it's a clock? Question mark? Because I saw it. Press. The clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something. Looks like a statue was actually a clock. I don't know. I feel like that might be it. But we'll go here. The hoodie, just the first attack and ran off to the right. Yeah. Is that right as in your right? As you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue. I have enough lawyer points to spare. I can whiff it if I'm wrong. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way you would have known that just by looking at it. Another person in the much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue your question. Your question to the witness. That's close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know this was a clock? What? That's... Because I heard it. Yeah. I heard it. It says, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law office of Miss Fay & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of Fay & Co. Where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because I couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rung. It's empty. The clock is missing the clockwork. It's clockwork.
Stop bullying her, Dragon. You're making her cry.
She's a key witness. I need to make her cry so that she gives us right information.
But how could you possibly?
Just take a look right now. Oh! See? Nothing interesting, Your Honor.
I see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this?
It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. That? Well, Miss May?
Quite a show you put on, for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, there's no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Oh, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you'd like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed.
The phone call.
Beep bump. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait! This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order.
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. My good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I have to take out the clockwork, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork is already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness ever arrived at the hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain to the court? Just how did you know this weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense.
Does the defense have any objection? Yes! The witness claims she's seen it before. That directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it.
Please reduce the evidence that will prove the witness has not seen this clock before. It was made, dumb ass. It's simple. This clock was never in the store ever. Any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And one that isn't here is in the police custody. Impossible! Everything's sold in the stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Excuse me, not on sale today? Excuse is not on sale today? They're fucking heart spinning.
What's it to ya, porcupine head? This stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa! It's like ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. This is familiar territory. Just use the opportunity to say what Princess like. Miss May held the very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright. When was this? When she used it to strike the victim. When else? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey. I saw it, I say. Oh my god. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Oh wait. Fuck! No! You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved the thinker was empty. Oh. Well, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did. She can't prove it. She did it.
It would be my pleasure.
No way!
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? She was the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy.
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates with the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene, rock solid. Mr. Wright, you've just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But if that's the case, how does she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There's one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. The one way alone. I have proof. Well, proof? You say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was... Oh yeah, the phone tap.
At the bleh.
A little silly.
I stole this from her room! Have a look at this.
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Oh, no!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objections overruled. It troubles me that a witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that a witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing.
Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof the victim said on the phone that the phone was a clock. She literally said it even. She said she took the clockwork out. Okay. Tell you the clock isn't working. Yeah. It's this. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, that's a long time. Actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It was made to look like the statue of the thinker. And it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Die? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does he seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness accused of the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right? You lawyer! Yeah, that's right. It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that? Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now's the deal, the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you wiretap? Why'd you tap her phone? Great job. I wasn't the only one. It was other people too. Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping or irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Andrew wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, what does the defense have? Does the defense have anything to say? Oh, come on, think of it. Think of something. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the bellboy up to the stand as a witness. There's something suspicious here. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after examining the bellboy, then you will recognize Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby you must accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. This is my one condition. What? I better find something suspicious in the bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Well, I can't really give up. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. Alright. I got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. I will not give up. Never give up, as the great Japanese fisherman once said. Oh, you fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. When we have also seen the murder, then? I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work. Sorry, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Greatwater Hotel. A Gatewater Hotel in the business for 4 generations. I believe they received a call at 8 in the evening for our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at the precisely requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss Fay herself. I see. The defense may cross-examine. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. I will be finished. How could she have seen it if she was talking to the bellboy? What are they going to do yourself? Press. Precisely 9 then? Precisely. Exactly. Most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like that iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door on the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Iced coffee in the room. Yes, herself. You sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely. Sir, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser. Is that French for embrace? That's French for kiss, sir. It's not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think one of Miss May was... I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good, therefore nothing. There's nothing there. Is this it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end the cross-examination, rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait! Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Now, all right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. As a last chance. What do I ask him? Room service. Because you couldn't have seen the scuffle. Yeah? Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir? Exactly at 9 I delivered the room service, then Miss May at 303 at room 303. Guest requested iced coffee, $18 is the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we can't skip on the ice, sir. Wait, did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectable. Objectionable. Objection overruled. The witnesses will answer this question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you, didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you normally are supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista, the barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked for, sir. You fool! I've done it. I won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them ice room service, you didn't see the man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor! We have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is the other person? Simple, it was. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. He sent the court too pretentious to send him to jail. Well, he's not the one who did it. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, it does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Right. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hit the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. This court acknowledges the offense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is all for today. The trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? A face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. He sent shivers down my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. The lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. No, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work on everyone. Or everywhere. He's probably in the detention center now. I may have to go there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I want to find out more about this man. Do you think he's the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. And it might come in handy during the trial. Tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony were all lies. In fact, there's only one part of it that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack to the right, but she was caught by and struck. The testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much... Oh, I think I know what the thing is. How good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Guns to your PC. Yippee. Yep. Okay. And with that, I think we're gonna call it there today. Had a pretty decently long stream. We got a good chunk done. We finished the first trial We got a second trial technically done, but not the case. We got to meet some new characters. It was a good time. That's gonna be it for me today. I will be streaming Thursday, same time. What I will be streaming, I don't know. I am determined to get Hyperlight done this week, though. So, I'll either get it done Thursday or Friday. One of those two. And that is a promise. But, until then, I will see you Thursday. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you all for coming to stream. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.